So we have the power by the hour pedal bracket adapter. Now this is for SN95 cars, and it's actually a really nice piece. Essentially, you remove your factory gas pedal because that's cable driven. This one will be wire driven, electronic, and the pedal assembly itself is sent to you with the power pack. This is a gas pedal directly from the donor or whatever generation Mustang you're putting the engine from, if that makes sense. So this is going to be in place of your stock gas pedal. Now you can bolt it up nicely with this bracket kit. These two studs here, and here, that's where your factory gas pedal bolts on. This bracket slides on over those studs. You might have to trim away some of the sound deadening in here. You might have to just push it aside, but it's flexible stuff. So we'll put this on, and then we'll use the factory nuts that came from the gas pedal, which look like these, or you can use anything you have. Just make sure it's secure. And we will put these on over it, and then the gas pedal itself bolts on directly over that bracket. Some vehicles, depending on what's going on underneath there, you might have to trim off this section here. So after test fitting the pedal into the car, what I'm going to end up doing is, you don't use this bolt hole, so it has a metal sleeve in there meant for strength. I'm going to knock that sleeve out, and then I'm just going to trim this boss off the end here. I'll still leave this, but if I trim this off, it won't put any pressure when I'm tightening it down, and it'll sit much better. So to knock this little sleeve out, what I did, it's already part way out. I kind of rested it over the side, but still had it sitting nicely, nice and firm. And take a socket that fits. This one happens to be a chintzy number 7 millimeter. So I just put it down in there, gave it some light taps, and the sleeve started coming out. So here's the 2015 to 17 Mustang gas pedal mounted in the SN95 with the bracket from Power by the Hour. Fits in there nicely. Did a little clearancing on one spot, but so now instead of a cable, we'll end up putting a 6-pin connector here that you get from one end of the power pack, the body harness, and then you program the sweep of the gas pedal 0 to 100% throttle. What's up, everybody? Just doing a short little video. A lot of issues with getting headers right now for these Coyote swaps. I know BBK is a very popular brand and very affordable, but I think they're having issues, back order, COVID stuff. I was able to order a set of Ultimate headers, and this is how they came. Very well packaged. Let me do this. So I already opened the box, but it had a bunch of this nice, whatever that is, but using it to package. So these are 1 7/8". Put this over here. I love these flanges. So this is obviously the driver's side. Goes into a 3-inch collector. Just a normal. This is 304 stainless. Beautiful piece. Nice flanges. So these are a little pricier than the BBK ones, but you get the 1 7/8" instead of the 1 3/4", which seems to be the usual. This is the passenger side. Same deal. I'll make a separate video on putting them in. Comes with them Cometic, nice gaskets. and some bolts. Stock Coyotes are all studs. Might be able to use some of the studs on here to help line it up and set it on there. So we got the headers on. They look real good, very good quality, very happy with them. A little on the pricey side for, compared to the BBK option, but I did get them in 3 weeks and fast shipping, as soon as they were made. Let me show you. So this is the passenger side. So these are 1 7/8" runners. Beautiful welds, plenty of clearance. This is the UPR K member. Plenty of clearance. I don't have the trans on there right now, but as you can see, there's room to get a starter in there. Clears the AC. Plenty of room there. Might end up wrapping or doing something to cover the heat. Just going onto those AC lines. The header's pretty close. Might do something there. Moving over here. This is the driver's side. Plenty of clearance again. UPR K member. Ultimate headers, 1 7/8". They are beautiful. Now obviously I don't have the trans on here. I don't have a couple of other things, but this is how it will be sitting in the car. Steering shaft will be interesting. This is where it's going to go, right towards, maybe I'm wrong, maybe it goes through here, I'm not sure. We will find out though. This is the inside. I know you can't see, but they are nice. O2 sensor spots. Little sneak peek of the valve covers. Painted the same color as the car with these power by the hour. Got these coil covers from them. Was able to get a Gen 2 intake manifold off a 2015 50th anniversary, I believe. Got it from my friend Mike. Big thanks to him. And he took this off because he went Whipple on his gorgeous car. But got this, did the IMRC deletes from MMR. Real easy to do. Gets rid of all the nonsense back here, and since we're real tight on the engine bay, those pieces would be almost interfering here. So the factory throttle body, got the power by the hour, evap block off. Gonna be using the factory fuel rails injectors. Got all new seals and stuff for that. We're trying to figure out a paint scheme for up here. The owner is in love with this color. I can't blame him. But we're trying what is going to be the best color for it. We want to do something on the engine cover, a couple other things, but most of the big parts are here. So waiting on the approval from the owner on what to do color wise, because I want to get everything bolted onto this motor that I can before it goes in the car. It's just going to be easier. You know, got the new Ford engine harness just sitting here waiting. Trans harness for the car. Got a bunch of, I got this fitting on the fuel rails already. Injectors here, I got new seals and everything for them. Steering rack's ready to go back on whenever. You know, everything's here to get it in the car. Besides the transmission. Now, the transmission, we took it apart. Might show some clips of that. Found the first to second gear synchronizer assembly. Not the synchro, but the synchronizer, which is, you know, some people call it a slider. It slides over the gears as you select it, and that can cause grinding, which is the concern with this car was, you know, the 1-2 shift. You know, any T45, T5 is going to have, you know, eventually it's going to have a little grinding, a little, you know, issues with that. It's just how it is. So this is the fix. Got some carbon fiber synchros for it, a whole rebuild, and fifth gear had a chipped tooth on the gear, so we're replacing that. Got those online, Cobra transmissions, very quick shipping, easy to deal with people. But there's the motor. Let me do this. She is looking complete, getting there. I still have the thermostat housing here, which I will be, so on here, I'll be taking this port off of here, cutting it off, drilling and tapping, and there'll be a bleeder valve going in there to assist with bleeding the coolant. That'll be the highest point. I plan on vacuum bleeding this system, but in case somebody else works on it down the road or whatnot, you can bleed it from there. All right, everybody. I'm gonna include a couple little clips of I put the pedal in it with the bracket. Let me so you can see the Mustang, the S550 pedal is in the car. Still haven't done the clutch pedal adjust. As you can see, it's sitting really high, and that's factory. So after I'm done with the Maximum Motorsports piece, it should sit pretty level with that brake pedal. What else we got? I got to drop the fuel tank to put the new pump in it, but that's simple. I'll do that sometime. Started messing with the power pack wiring, trying to plan out where everything's going to go. I got a game plan for that. Got these cooling fans from American Muscle with this 3-row radiator. These cooling fans are capable of, I can't remember the exact amount, but I think 1800s, something CFMs. Pretty high, not the highest, but they're pretty good, enough to do this. All I had to do is move that ABS module back about an inch, made new mounts for that, and there'll still be plenty of clearance to the motor. But able to get this thick 3-row radiator in here. This car will have no issues cooling. Obviously keeping the factory AC. It's got the condenser in there. Buddy Brandon was able to get this guy painted so we can put a hood latch on. Just putting little things back together, slowly but surely. Well, it's not a show car, but it's going to be clean. It's going to be reliable. And most of all, it's going to be fun. That's what these cars are for anyway, right? All right, everybody. Thanks for watching this update. You know, I really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time on Zach's Garage.